Hi there, name's Nico, and today I'll be telling you 9 things you need to do in order to win in Cobalt Protocol. Many people are making crucial mistakes and not doing the right thing, causing them to lose the game. But by doing or not doing the things listed in this video, your odds of winning will go a lot higher. So let's get started. My first advice is to farm the mutant animals at the beginning of the game. I see many people where the enemy team just rushes to the beacon and waits for the opponents to face them. You're losing out on credits by doing this. Ideally, one person on your team should farm all the mutant animals on your side. My second advice is never farm the mutant animals past phase 1. Now, why would you not farm the mutant animals past phase 1? Well, you see, the majority of the time you'll be fighting the enemy team, and if you aren't, you should be collecting the beacons the opponents have captured. Many deaths in this game are caused by 3v4 or 2v4 fights, and if you're spending your time farming animals, you aren't with your team, making them vulnerable to 3v4 fights. Don't do this. You are basically losing your team 3 life points at a minimum. My third advice is to buy your item rerolls and infusions while you are dead. If you don't know, you can buy new items and infusions immediately after you die by pressing B on the default keybinds. This will save you a lot of time and will allow you to get back on the battlefield as soon as possible. There's no reason to not do this. You can save your team from taking a 3v4 by doing this. My fourth advice is to always save up for one of the special accessories. These accessories are insanely strong and I often never see people use them. They give 20 AP, 20 defense, and 200 HP and a very strong active. The majority of the cast can use these stats quite well. The active of both of them can turn a fight. Instead of rerolling your accessory unless your character can carry the team by having a particular accessory, such as Rio with Mithril Quiver, you should save your credits and buy one of these accessories. They cost 125 credits but are 100% worth it. My fifth advice is to put a camera in one of the stealth fields by Gamma. You want to know when your opponent is going for Gamma. This way you can ambush them and be at an advantage since they are probably not at full health and have spells on cooldown. Plus, Gamma will be attacking them, creating somewhat of a 5v4 if there are even 4 people on the enemy's team at Gamma. This trick has saved me many times and has made my team win the game. You get 2 free cameras and can buy 2 more every time you die, so just place one in the stealth field as soon as it comes up. Speaking of Gamma, my next advice is to never fight Gamma. In its current state, Gamma has 15k HP and cannot be impacted by any CC spell. Not only does this nerf the damage from certain characters such as Marcus, it also has 15k health. Even if you full wipe the opponent's team, the odds of your team finishing off Gamma before being third party by the opponent are incredibly low. You would have to pretty much have 4 DPS characters such as Heart, Air Aya, Air Isol, and Rio to melt it quick enough. If they nerf its HP by a few thousand, I believe it will be a lot better to fight Gamma, but at its current state, it's too risky. You probably won't even lose just the life points from Gamma, but the odds of losing your whole team after fighting Gamma are quite high, almost guaranteeing that you lose 10 life points by doing this. Just don't fight Gamma. My next advice is to prioritize beacons. What I mean by this is instead of just fighting the enemy team, you should always collect the beacons. After you kill someone, check the beacons to see if your team has them all. If your team is forcing your opponent into their safe zone, gather the beacons for your team. You might have more kills than your opponent, but your opponent can win by reducing your life points from just the beacons if you aren't fighting enough. I've had this happen to me more times than I'd like to admit. The beacons should be your #1 priority, and then fighting the enemy. And more about cameras, you should set cameras in the stealth fields in the hallway connecting each section. I'll show you where I'm talking about. These areas don't have vision naturally and can help you show where the enemy is. Plus, this will make it harder for the enemy team to know how you know where they are. Well, at least if they aren't thinking about it. Your camera will less likely be destroyed by doing this, and it gives valuable information. You can always buy more cameras if you die. Now, this advice will probably surprise you, but if you have over 200 credits, you should go to one of the enemy's safe zones when they aren't there and die to the defense turret. You should not do this while your teammates are in a fight, but if the enemy has lost a couple members, you can go to their side and let the defense turret kill you. You'll not lose any life points by doing this, or at least when I'm writing this video. And this will allow you to buy better items to help your team win future fights. And make sure you listen to tip number 4 and buy one of the special accessories. If you have some type of spell that will do a ton of damage if you pull them towards you, such as Yuki's ultimate, or set up your opponent into a CC combo such as Nathapon's ultimate into his W, you should get Miniature Solar System, otherwise get Cobalt Blue. Both are incredibly strong and will help your team. Sometimes it is worth dying if you can be more of an asset in a future fight. My last tip is to not actively fight the enemy squad by yourself. You may see one member low and think, oh, I can kill them, but if there are 2 other people around them, you will probably die before you finish off the person. This tip may seem obvious to you, but I've seen my opponent and random teammates do this more often than I would like, and I'll admit I have done this myself. You cannot win a 1v4 and probably not even a 1v2. Wait for your team to group up if they are gathering beacons or are currently dead, and then fight the opponent. Don't make your team lose a life point for free. And this is everything I have for you. I'm sure with this knowledge, you can go out there and win your next game of Cobalt Protocol. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for more Eternal Return and Cobalt Protocol content. I hope to see you at the next video.